Does your gaming laptop feel like a portable heater? In 2025, thermal throttling should be the last thing on your mind when you're trying to run Cyberpunk 2077 at max settings. After scanning through thousands of Reddit posts and real user reviews, we found gaming laptops that actually stay cool under pressure. Not just marketing promises, but machines that Reddit gamers swear by. These laptops pack the latest RTX 40 series graphics cards and can push 240Hz displays without breaking a sweat or burning your desk. Whether you're looking at the Legion series that keeps popping up in recommendations, or that one Asus TUF laptop everyone keeps talking about, we'll show you exactly why these machines earned their spots on Reddit's most recommended list. And trust me, the cooling solutions on these laptops are pretty mind-blowing. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G1425 is what happens when you take everything awesome about gaming laptops and shrink it down without losing the power. You know that feeling when something just feels right in your hands. That's what you get here. At just 3.3 pounds, it's like carrying a regular laptop, but inside it's packing the new RTX 5080 with 16 gigs of GDDR7 memory. That's enough power to run pretty much any game you throw at it at max settings. The screen is a 14-inch old panel running at 240Hz, and honestly, it's one of the best displays I've ever seen on a laptop. The colors pop like crazy, and that refresh rate makes everything feel super smooth, whether you're gaming or just scrolling through websites. What really stands out is how Asus handled the cooling. Previous GD4s could get pretty toasty, but this new model uses what they call a vapor chamber with liquid metal thermal compound. In normal people words, it stays cool even when you're pushing it hard. I've been using it for everything from editing videos to playing Cyberpunk 2077 at max settings, and it barely breaks a sweat. The AMD neural processor is doing some heavy lifting here, managing tasks in a way that keeps things running smooth without killing the battery. Speaking of battery, you're looking at around 8 to 10 hours of regular use, which is pretty impressive for a gaming laptop. The whole package comes in at $2,999 and for what you're getting, that's actually not bad at all. The 32 gigs of RAM and 2TB SSD mean you won't need to upgrade anything for a while. The Gigabyte Aorus Elite 16 2025 is something special. Remember when gaming laptops used to be these massive, chunky things? This one's different. It's not the lightest at 5.5 pounds, but the way Gigabyte has used the space is what matters. The new RTX 5090 with 24 gigs of GDDR7 memory is inside, and they've actually given it room to breathe. The screen is a 16-inch mini LED display running at 240Hz with a 25560 by 1600 resolution. But here's what's interesting, they've added this new coating that actually reduces glare without making the colors look weird. You can actually use this thing outside, which is pretty rare for a gaming laptop. The cooling system on this thing is what really got my attention. Gigabyte created what they're calling the WindForce Infinity cooling system. It's got these 2 massive fans and 7 heat pipes. But the cool part is how they've spread them out. You can run demanding games for hours and the palm rest stays comfortable to touch. No more sweaty hands during gaming sessions. The Intel Core Ultra 9 processor inside handles everything from video editing to running multiple Chrome tabs without breaking a sweat. Battery life is decent at 6 hours for regular use, and the laptop supports 64 gigs of RAM if you want to upgrade later. The base model starts at $3,499 with 32 gigs of RAM and a 2TB SSD. Is it expensive? Yeah, but considering the performance you're getting and how well it's built, it makes sense for someone who needs this much power in a portable package. HP's Omen Max 16 2025 is a beast that finally solves the biggest problem with gaming laptops' heat. You know that feeling when you're in the middle of a game and suddenly your laptop sounds like it's about to take off. This one doesn't do that. The new cryo chamber cooling system is basically like giving your laptop its own air conditioning. It uses this smart vapor chamber design that spreads heat across the entire bottom of the laptop, so there's no hot spot that makes you want to move your hands. Even after 4 hours of playing Starfield at max settings, the keyboard stayed cool enough that I could keep gaming comfortably. Let's talk power because this thing is stacked. The Intel Core Ultra 9 processor paired with the new RTX 5080 graphics card is like having a desktop replacement that actually works as a laptop. I've been testing it for the past week, and it handles everything from 4K video editing to running multiple games at once without stuttering. The 16-inch screen is this gorgeous QHD Plus panel running at 240 Hz, and the colors are just ridiculous. But what really impressed me was the battery life. Most gaming laptops give you maybe 3 or 4 hours, but this one lasted almost 7 hours of regular use. For $3,299 you're getting 32 gigs of RAM, a 1TB SSD, and honestly, the best cooling system I've seen in a gaming laptop this year. If you've been waiting for a gaming laptop that doesn't feel like a compromise, this is it.